There we go. Okay. I am currently working on trying to figure this out. Bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. I think I'm getting there now. Okay. There we go. I think I'm there. The way that Facebook has got this, it's extremely frustrating because I can't do it the way I normally do it. I have to do it differently. Okay, hello. I am here, I promise you, and I cannot. Oh, I can. I can, right there. Okay, give me one split second. I'm going to share this into my group, Mediums Supporting Mediums. If you are a struggling medium, this is where you would like to be. Okay. I think I'm there. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I am Spiritual Guide Cheryl. I am the creator and the founder of Spiritual Guide Cheryl, the business page. So I just wanted to come on today and talk to you about, hello, talk to you about 3 of the biggest reasons startup mediums struggle so badly trying to become an amazing medium or a professional medium. So the 3 reasons startup mediums struggle is, the first one is a lot of them have limiting beliefs. Maybe they grew up in a household that was religious or Christian. I do that because I'm spiritual. There's a difference. Many of them grew up in households that this was not supported, or this was not talked about, or this the spirituality or mediums able to communicate with those that are on the other side. This maybe was something that was like in my household when I grew up, this wasn't frowned upon or even talked about. It just wasn't a thing. I never knew it was even a thing. So I didn't have the religious people. I didn't have the Christian people, big, bad, horrible, scary. I didn't even know it was a thing. So to talk about it, how do you talk about something you don't know about, right? So when I grew up, that was my thing. But a lot of people grow up in households that this is not something that you do, or something that's done in the household, much less talk to those that are on the other side, communicate with those that are on the other side. So sometimes a lot of the limiting beliefs, and then because of that, we go into the spiritual closet, trying to navigate our way in secrecy, trying to figure it out, trying to understand, but yet not try to have anybody know that we do this, because it's not a good thing to be doing in some people's minds. So this is the limiting belief that stops us dead in our tracks, puts us in the spiritual closet. We're not sure if we should be doing this. We're not sure if this is something to move forward with, but we know we have these abilities. We know this is a thing. We know that this is something that you're being drawn to, that you're being led to. So those limiting beliefs, oh, they're just so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. Now, the second one is a lot of startup mediums don't know how to start or where to start. If you're new, as in a startup medium, and you're new to this journey, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to Google, you're going to YouTube, you're probably going to go look for some books. You're going to go on Facebook and you're going to start looking for things, or social media like Instagram or whatever. And you're going to start looking for something that's going to give you some information and help you along your path to understanding your abilities. And a lot of resources out there do not offer the development part of being a medium. What ends up happening is they're basically thrown in to sink or swim, or thrown to the wolves. Many people that I have spoke to, many startup mediums that I have spoke to, have said to me, I don't know, I was sitting doing this reading, or I was expected to do this reading, but I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Just thought, okay, let's see what happens. And they go in. Nobody ever trains anybody on how exactly to be a medium. Nobody's ever been trained or developed, or I shouldn't say nobody. I mean, there's a few, yes, there's a few. I shouldn't say nobody, but it's difficult and challenging to find the proper developing techniques, the proper way of doing a mediumship reading, what to do before the reading, what to do during the reading, and what to do after the reading. 90% of startup mediums, and even seasoned mediums for that matter, don't have a clue what that looks like. They've never been shown. They just literally just go with what their abilities are telling them to do. And that's okay. That's fine. That's definitely a good start. But the development process and how to do everything else, you need to know what to do before the reading. You need to know what to do during the reading. So you're going to need to connect and communicate with spirit. In other words, learning the language of spirit. But if you don't understand or can't speak that language fluently, it's going to make for a very difficult reading. And then, of course, there's a procedure after the reading in which you need to cut cords, you need to let things go, you need to send spirit back to the light. I mean, there's a few things that need to happen after the reading as well. And there isn't a lot of information out there in one place, as in a course, a mentor. You're going to spend years, because I've done it, and I know other people have done it, spent years researching Google, YouTube, mediumship circles. I got a stack of books I still haven't even cracked the spine on. The stack of books, the time that you put into researching everything, looking through things to find something that's going to help you with the development process. It is that big. Now, it's so huge. In fact, I have people that message me that come into medium supporting mediums regularly and say, I am so new to this journey and I haven't a clue what to do to get started to move forward. So the first question I generally ask is, are you interested to develop your abilities for you, or are you ready to turn this into business, or is that something you want to do down the road? And a lot of people say, oh yeah, no, I want to help people. So if that means setting up a business and charging for my sessions, I'm in. Not many people are here to say that they are here just to do this for themselves. And I mean, you can, absolutely, you can do that. But most people, number one answer is, oh, I want to help people. But how can you possibly do something you've never been shown how to do? How can you possibly do a mediumship reading when you've never been shown how to do a mediumship reading? You don't know what it takes. You don't know what it looks like. You don't know how to execute a mediumship reading. So therefore, a lot of people don't have the confidence to do a mediumship reading, and definitely do not feel comfortable charging for a mediumship reading. And if they do feel like they need to start charging for a reading, they charge like $50. Oh, please, dear God, $50 for like an hour session. And that just, no, that's not going to work in our world. We are healers. We need to be treating ourselves like healers. We need to expect other people to treat us like healers. Now, the third thing is, a lot of startup mediums try to do this on their own, and they spend years working on doing this on their own. They figure they're going to save themselves a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of energy doing this on their own. I promise you right now, because I was there, and I've heard of many other people that have spent many years trying to get where they're at now currently. And I can promise you right now, you're going to spend years, I promise you, years getting from where you're at right now as a startup medium, or a medium who is struggling with your abilities, who has done a few readings but not charging, and the readings aren't exactly anything to write home about, or you're struggling to connect to spirit, or you're struggling to keep that connection, or you're struggling with spirit just popping in and popping out. A lot of different things that I hear from startup mediums. And you're going to spend years, I promise you, years and years trying to navigate your way through and try to move forward with your abilities. And that is if you would like to help people and start seeing clients for mediumship sessions, and especially charging for those mediumship sessions. So what I'm going to invite you to do is, if you are a startup medium, and what I mean by a startup medium is you're either new to this journey, as in you've discovered this journey, okay, it's intriguing you, you want to find out more, you want to learn how to do a mediumship reading by developing your abilities, and meditation and crystals are not going to develop your abilities. I have a different post on that altogether. If you want to see that post, I can definitely send it to you. But mediumship and meditation and crystals are not going to develop your abilities. But if you're interested to do that, and what I mean by startup medium, you're new to this journey, you've done a few readings, but nothing's really hitting home, and you're definitely afraid to charge for your readings, I invite you to reach out to me. You can either comment on this live, you can shoot me a message, whichever you feel like you'd rather do. I do have a 6 weeks of spirit coming up. It starts May 4th. I only do this twice a year, and we are starting up again May 4th. This is 6 weeks of working together with me, and we're going to learn how to strengthen your intuition. We are going to understand how to work with your angels, and we're definitely going to learn the development process and how to work with spirit. So if you are interested in any of all of that, comment below, private message me, and I will definitely get some information out to you. So if you're a startup medium and you're looking for help for that development process, I am definitely the person to come talk to, and I invite you to reach out to me by commenting below, messaging me, and we can get some information out to you. Possibly the 6 weeks of spirit is for you. I'm getting over a cold, still got that cough. Possibly the 6 weeks is for you. And if so, this is going to be an amazing journey. And I promise you, it's going to cut down years of research and doing it on your own down to 6 weeks, possibly 6 months. Depends on where you're at, what you want, and where you want to go, what you see for your vision with your mediumship abilities. You might not be that far yet. Let's just start with 6 weeks. But I promise you, I'm going to collapse time for you, and it's not going to take years. It'll take 6 weeks or 6 months. And then the sky's the limit for you. Once you understand the development process, it makes it so much easier to do a mediumship reading. You're going to have that confidence, or at least to know how. You're going to understand what it looks like to do a mediumship reading and how to do one. And that's going to be night and day difference for your mediumship readings. All right, I'm sending you so much love, and we will chat again soon, and have an awesome rest of your day. Awesome. Bye-bye.